up, I'm just gonna jump straight into it because I'm just in the mood to get stuff started. Oh, I just realized I might need to turn off the I might need to turn off this filter in the delay. I just realized that everything could be on sync. Right, can you check if audio is good for me? Like if I push enter there, and then I go 1, 2, 3, 4, A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, A, B. Does that sound like it's on sync, or is there like a massive delay like there was last time? I'm pretty sure I turned off the input display delay. Let me check. Yep, the input display delay is off. If I go to advanced properties, there's no delay on the mic either. Audio sounds good. Alright, awesome, right. Okay, as long as there's no like noticeable delay, I'm good. Alright, let's do this, man. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this right. R for right. Alright, start local recording. Let's get it on. 3, 2, 1, go. Can't forget me trusty glasses. So yeah, I'm probably going to be doing runs for like 2 and a bit hours, and then we're going to do some Mario Kart with Havo later. He wants to do it because he asked me if I wanted to because he's celebrating his 2 years of being a partner. And I figured, you know what? And he asked me if I wanted to play some games with him to celebrate during the week. And I'm like, yeah, sure. And he asked me what multiplayer games I've got. And I'm like, I don't have like a crazy amount, but like that, like, you know, he's probably got a few and I have a few, and I figured, Mario Kart's a safe bet because it's not like Smash. I actually don't know how the latency is going to be. This will be interesting. Then again, it's Mario Kart, so it probably wouldn't be like that crazy. But you never know. Alright, let's go. Let's go, right. Let's go, boys and girls. Sub 120 sub 120 no I am. Let's do this. Wait, what the? Danny just found this. If you die in either Kakariko Village or Death Mountain Trail as Adult Link, specifically on Wii VC, and then select Don't Continue, Ocarina of Time will crash 100% of the time. That's so... wow. Yo, what's up, Beans? How you going, mate? Thanks for the good luck. I'm most definitely gonna need it. Okay, so let's see how this goes. I've just been messing with like a ton of things as of like late, which is why I'm coming to stream so late as well. It's not that I don't want to stream, it's just that like I might be messing with like, you know, a fighting game, or I might just be, you know, relaxing sort of thing. Wait a sec. Did Sony really just announce a PS1 classic? Or am I seeing things? Because if they announce the PS1 classic, I'll be all over it, especially if it comes with a replica controller. Because I love the feel of the PS1 pad. I thought that controller was amazing. "20 preloaded games." This was announced like 4 hours ago. Apparently, according to the gamesman, I'll most likely get one for sure. Oh yeah, I'm loving these classic consoles. Like, I know like one could like easily make their own with like an Arduino, like a Raspberry Pi, but just the fact that you've got like a little mini replica console, I think is amazing. And really, a replica PS1 controller, like that would be awesome. I love the PS1 controller that didn't have the analog stick. I don't know, something about it just looked like really cool. I think that D-pad was also like really, really good. Like the original PS1 D-pad that didn't have, what is it? that didn't have the analog stick. I really, really like that controller. I know there's one fighting game player called Luffy. He's a French Street Fighter player, and he won Evo one year. And he plays with a PS1 pad, like the original OG pad. This is bad. Maybe I should have warmed up. Hey, it's alright. Yo, what's up, Aggie? How you going, mate? I'm doing good, Aggie. I really had absolutely no excuse to start stream so late. I really wasn't doing anything interesting. I was just, you know, mucking around with like some fighting games. You know, but I really should have started earlier, but you know me. Oh my gosh. I thought I was gonna be late. Ooh. Honestly, for like fumbling the movement at the beginning to like line up with the pillar, I'm not too upset with that. Only being 3 seconds behind. Did you have work today, Aggie? Honestly, like, yeah, Aggie. I was just talking to chat about it just now. Like on my Facebook, you know, the gamesmen have said that they have announced the PS1 pad. The PS1, what's the word? The PS1 Mini. But what makes me more excited about that is the fact that you get replica controllers. Like, out of all the controllers that I've used in my life, besides the PS3 controller, my favorite controller is the original PS1 controller that didn't have the analog stick. Like, the D-pad on that controller was absolutely phenomenal. It fit the hands nice, you know, it wasn't overcomplicated, you just had D-pad on one side, you had buttons on the other. It's pretty much a SNES controller, but just with, you know, 2 extra shoulder buttons and a really, really good D-pad. I really, really like that controller. I mean, to be fair, the PS4 D-pad is also, like, really, really good. So, you know, I think the PlayStation controllers generally have really good D-pads, but people tell me the original PS1 D-pad is like the best. Apparently I heard that like from the PS2 controller onwards, they started adding like pressure sensitivity and things like that. Whereas I think with the PS1 D-pad was like a lot more like simple. I wouldn't mind trying to find a way to use that. No, I was gonna say that was not gonna work for Smash. For Smash, you kind of need an analog stick. Oh, not necessarily. Nah, you do. Otherwise, how are you gonna do like tilts and like slow walks and things like that? Kappa. But yeah, Aggie, I'm gonna try to do the crazy thing of you know how I was talking to you about like I have a fight stick. But my biggest fear is having muscle memory confusion when I switch between games. It used to happen a lot when I was playing, when I used to play like Ultra Street Fighter 4 and Marvel as well. Like in Marvel, throw is just, normal throws are just walk up hard punch or like heavy attack. Shit, I was a bit too far away. Whereas in Street Fighter, throw is light punch, light kick. So if I was playing Marvel for a very long time and then I come to Street Fighter, I would like instantly walk up and do like hard punch, which is what that button was mapped to. And then thinking I'd throw, but I didn't. I'm like, oh crap. And it's gone the other way as well. Sometimes I wanted to throw in Marvel, but then I accidentally do like light punch, light kick. When in this case, it's actually light punch special, and I'm like, oh shit. Yo, what's up, Sloppy dude? I'm doing great, man. How are you? So, like, I was thinking, like, to remedy that, you know, I might do the crazy thing of like, you know, different fighting games, I'll use different like controllers. So that it just that way just eliminates bad muscle memory. Yo, what's up, Moose? Yeah, Sloppy. I was just talking to chat, and like I mentioned on Twitter earlier that like I've been really getting back into fighters, but my biggest issue was like muscle memory in terms of like, you know, different games. Like for example, back in the day, I used to play a ton of like Ultra and UMVC3, but I found one of my biggest problems was I get muscle memory mixed up. Like for example, in Marvel, one sec. In Marvel, throw is walk up like a heavy attack, whereas in Street Fighter, it's light punch, light kick. So it's just little things like that that like really screwed me over because I was like, oh crap. Like now all of a sudden, I'm like, you know, trying to throw when I'm not meant to or something like that. I do the wrong input for throw like completely. So I was thinking like, you know, maybe to remedy that problem between games, I won't use the same controller. Especially for similar games. Like, I was thinking the exact same thing from, like, MM. Because I'm gonna be running MM primarily on emulator, like when I do glitchless, I was thinking maybe using, like, a 360 controller or using, like, a Wii Classic Pro controller, because I got the adapter for it. Just so it doesn't mess up my memory for OOT. You know, I'm using a different controller, so it should just click in my mind. Different controller, I'm playing a different game. Now, that gets kind of unrealistic at a certain point. Because it's like, well, you know, how many games are you gonna play before you like have too many controllers? You know, there's like way more games than there are controllers, so, you know, at some point you gotta like go, okay, well, what's really realistic here? To be honest, Sloppy, I've been really wanting to get back into Marvel, but the problem is, like, not only am I de-rusting in, like, just general, you know, execution, but I have to completely change my execution because I'm playing on hitbox now. Before I, quote-unquote, retired from fighting games, I played on, like, just a standard stick, and it's like a spur-of-the-moment decision at EVO. I got my stick modded to become hitbox, because I still believe that hitbox is great in terms of ergonomics for like your fingers, but like trying to de-rust with Marvel has been very, very hard because like all of my learning, that initial learning was just using a standard stick. So if I want to like really get back into it, it's going to take a bit of time. With Street Fighter, it's not as bad. Because, like, at least to my knowledge, because I haven't really played SF5 much, you don't have, like, crazy super jumps or anything like that. Like, in Marvel, you've got, like, you know, air dashes and, like, you know, being able to do super jumps and shit like that. Actually, that's a good point, actually, Sloppy. Like, between games, you know, just hit the lab for a bit. Or just, you know, go into, like, I'm just thinking, like, if I ever wanted to start competing again, I guess that's what hand warmers are for, right? The only thing you don't use stick for is MK. Right, do you just use a pad for that? And what pad do you use, Sloppy? If you don't mind me asking for MK. It should be fine, actually. But thanks for the good luck, Aggie. And, Moosey Moose. Oh, the Hori Commander. I know which one you're talking about. They're actually really good controllers from what I've seen. Because, like, there's so many fighting games out nowadays that, like, it's really... I'm just gonna risk it, fuck it. It's really unrealistic to, like, be able to, like, play, like, a heap of them and get, like, you know, decent at, like, all of them that you touch as well. So I really have to make a choice about, like, what I want to play. And I think it's just gonna come down to what I have the most fun with. Like, you know, I didn't like Street Fighter V at the beginning, but it's starting to grow on me a little bit. I guess because it's like, you know, it is like quite simple in terms of like execution compared to like, you know, Ultra or like King of Fighters or things like that. So maybe that's why it's starting to grow on me, because it's like the perfect game to de-rust with. But I'm just thinking long term, like, what do I want to play? I kind of want to play Marvel again, because I just remember having a lot of fond memories with Marvel. I've heard Marvel Infinite, though, isn't as fun. But I still want to try it anyways. Yeah. UMVC 3 was the fighter that got me into fighting games. I like dabbled with Super Street Fighter 4 a little bit, but then I was kind of like, yeah, this is alright. But then when like vanilla MVC 3 came out, I was like, yo, this looks hype. And then that was the first year I watched EVO as well, EVO 2011. It was the finals with PR Balrog and Visan, or Viscan, depending on how you say it. And watching that final and like that comeback that PR Rog made, I was like, I really need to play this game. And then like, you know, I bought a stick and then it was just an execution grind at that point. I had like 0 mind games because, you know, I had no one to play with at the time. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yo, what's up, Moitson? Thanks for the good luck, buddy. How are you? Picked up Infinite. It's different. Yeah, that's what I've heard, Sloppy. It's just different. Yo, John, with the 27 months in a row. Dude, thank you so much. Welcome back, buddy. Happy 27 months, John. You're an absolute legend. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. That's why I'm not sure, Sloppy. Like, sure, MVC 3 is probably not gonna get, like, main stage at EVO again, but, you know, now that it's on Steam, I'm sure there's still, like, a dedicated group of players who will just be able to play. Like, I'm happy just to, you know, like, if all the MVC games from here on in are just shithouse, I'm more than happy just to have MVC 3 in my library and just play that. But I don't just want to play MVC 3, like, I want to have one fighting game that's like, you know, something that I really, really enjoy, regardless of whether the scene, like, completely dies or not. But I also want to play a fighter that, you know, has a bit of a scene, so at least if I want to go compete, I can. But apart from, like, Street Fighter 5, there's no other game I can think of at this point besides, like, the new Smash game that's gonna come out, but I really want to play, like, a traditional fighter. So I'm thinking, yeah, I was thinking DBFZ, actually. Someone gifted that to me not too long ago, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's kind of like how... It's basically like Marvel, Sloppy. Like, just the feel of DBFZ just reminds me of Marvel so much. In terms of, like, you know, light, medium, heavy, special, assist 1, assist 2. As soon as I saw that button layout, like, from watching a trailer, I'm like, it's pretty much just Marvel. But with, Dragon Ball Z characters in it. That's why I think I wouldn't mind putting time into DBFZ, because it's got a really Marvel feel to it. Yo, what's up, Vol? How you going, buddy? And, what's up, Trip? I was gifted Skullgirls many years ago, but I've never touched it. I should, though. I've been wanting to check out some of the other anime fighters as well. Not BlazBlue. I tried BlazBlue at one point, but it didn't really interest me. I was thinking maybe, like, you know, Melty Blood or, like, Unial or something like that. But I heard Melty Blood's got a really, really high execution ceiling, so that's why I'm not too sure. It feels like it's one of those games that's gonna take, like, a lot of time to, like, get really good at. Unial looks the same, but I think Unial still has, like, a community. Then again, so does Melty Blood. See, Sloppy, when I was playing fighting games growing up, like, you know, I never took any, like, you know, super seriously, but, like, you know, the ones I dabbled with that come to mind the most are, like, you know, Street Fighter 2, Tekken 3, and, King of Fighters 98. And I loved KOF. And like KOF 13, even though it had like an immensely high like skill ceiling in terms of execution, I felt like it was like the last KOF game that really captured the heart and soul of KOF. The new KOF kind of reminds me of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I felt like it was trying to be too like 3D, if that makes sense. I haven't played it, so I don't know, but that's the impression I get. I thought about them as well, Trippy. I think that's the problem. It's like, there are so many fighting games I wouldn't mind dabbling in, but to actually put the time and effort into one, I'm not too sure of. Hey, the thing I love about fighting games, when they have like combo challenges, that's what really got me addicted into fighters, because it was kind of like a way for me to gauge like, okay, how's my execution? Like obviously, they're not combos you would use realistically in a tournament. Like some might be good bread and butter combos, but you know, realistically you're not going to use these combo challenges, but it's just a good way for me to go, okay, you know, my execution for this game shouldn't be too bad. So I'm tend to drawn to fighters that have combo challenges these days, because it gives me like a good feel for like a character. Yeah, I think Street Fighter V and DBFZ are like a safe choice. Tekken 7 I'm not too sure of, Sloppy, because like when I was young I just played Tekken just for like a bit of fun, but like the concept of a 3D fighter I think is like still pretty foreign to me, because when I really got into fighters it was usually 2D fighters. Nah, it's all good, John. Also, what's up, Siligator? It changes everything. People go, oh, you're just adding up and down. What's the difference? I'm like, it's a big difference. It changes like your whole perspective on how you play like a game. Like, you know, no pun intended with like the extra axis, but it really does change like everything. Now let me just tell. But I think, yeah, Sloppy, I think they're the safe choices. SF5, DBFZ, and I think I'll just play Marvel, like UMVC 3 on the side, like just slowly de-rust in it, and then maybe play some online and see how I do. I got a really funny story to tell you, Sloppy. Oh, Third Strike. I didn't get to play much Third Strike back in the day, but I picked it up on PSN when it came out like years ago, and it was fun. It was hard, but it was fun. I got a funny story to tell you. When I went to PAX 20... What year was it? I think it was PAX 2013. Yeah, it was PAX 2013. I was just, you know, in the gaming area where, you know, people were just kind of, you know, playing Smash and whatnot. And then I heard, like, you know, the Melbourne FGC guys were organizing a UMVC3 tourney. You know, just something casual, nothing too serious. I don't think it was any prize money. It was just more like a PAX tournament, right? And I think a lot of the Melbourne FGC guys, like, showed up. So I said to myself, I'll compete, but I had to borrow someone's stick. Because I didn't have one. And, like, no one knew me, so they probably just thought, oh, you know, he's just, like, in it for a bit of fun. He'll get knocked out in, like, you know, round 1 or something like that. And in my round 1 match, I went up against someone who actually had no idea how to play, and I just did like my bread and butter combos. Because I used my team back in UMVC3 was Nova, Spencer, Hawkeye. So I just did, you know, Nova and Spencer are like best friends. So I just did the bread and butter, and then like the organizer comes around because he's just checking the roster and like the pools, and he looks at me play, and he's like, "Oh shit, does this guy know how to play?" And then like I took out the first character, and he's like, "Oh shit, this guy knows how to play," and he's trying to like build up hype. I'm like, "Oh please don't." I go, it's like this guy has no idea what he's doing, and like, you know, don't get people thinking that I'm like a threat or anything like that. He was just getting so hype. Yeah, I actually made top 8. It was like a 32-man bracket, but I somehow made it to top 8. And then in top 8, the first opponent I faced was a guy from, I think his name was Ned. He's from South Australia, and he had a Magneto lead. And I've seen Magnetos like at Evo and like, you know, FGC like streams and whatnot. And I'm thinking, man, Magneto looks cool. Playing against a Magneto is crazy. Like instant overheads and just your crazy mix-up, hyper-grav loops. And I'm like, I got fucked. I got OCV'd like all 3 games. I couldn't take out his Magneto. But he wasn't like a dick. He just looked at me, smiles like, oh, good games, man. I'm like, dude, you just destroyed me. And I go like, is there like a big Marvel scene in Adelaide? He's like, oh, there's like about 10 of us that play. I'm like, it's pretty good. And he's like, oh, if you come around later, I'll show you some like Magnus stuff. I'm like, dude, I'd love to. But I never got around to it because I had to go. And then in losers, I had to face a guy from Melbourne. He played like a Wesker. He bodied me as well, but he wasn't as friendly. I think he was one of those that like took it like super serious. Like, he was there to like win. Whereas the other guy, Ned, was kind of just like, yeah, you know, I'm having a bit of fun, but I want to win as well. Whereas this guy was kind of like, you know, good game, and just walks off. I'm like, oh, okay, hi, good game. Ned was friendly though. He was like so cool. But you get 4-stocked in melee. But yeah, I came 6th that tournament, Sloppy, I think. And that, like, the organizer came up to me later, he's like, dude, why didn't you tell me you could play? I'm like, I can't. I said, I lost to, like, one of your guys and one guy from South Australia. And he's like, you still made top 8. I'm like, yeah, that's true. I just remember that day, like, thinking about that day, Sloppy, just made me remember, like, you know, fighting games can be frustrating, you know, especially when you can't figure out what you're doing wrong. But there's a really, like, there's something really visceral, something primal about playing fighting games. It's legit just like you fighting someone else. It's like, are you gonna back off and just let him, like, own you? Or are you gonna put up a fight and say, no, I'm not gonna let this cunt get the better of me? And it kind of brings out that side of you that I think you don't really get to show much in this day in society, because everyone has to be civil. Yeah, exactly. You can really get into their head. Like, once you get into someone's head, game, set, match. Also, what's up, Yeezor? I've missed you, buddy. How have you been? That's the thing, Sloppy. At low level, it can be very frustrating. But it's all about, it's like speedrunning. It's like incremental gains, you know. If you didn't make it, you know, if you got body 2-0 in pools at one tournament, you know, next time work a bit harder, see if you can go like 2-1 or something, and then maybe 2-2, and then, or you know, maybe even make it out of pools or something like that, you know. That's the, yeah, the FGC does, I think that's part, it's almost like an initiation, Sloppy. It's like, if you can take people rubbing a win in your face, it's like, hey, you're cool. You've got a good, you know, you can take it. I just not bothered so specific unis for games. Nah, that's fair, Trippy, that's fair. I remember when I was really into Melee, my university used to run an event called Games Fest, which was basically just a 24-hour LAN, and we'd always hold like tournaments and things like that. And you know, we always held Melee and things like that. And then we had a bunch of guys from Newcastle come down, and this is when the Newcastle scene was like very, very like young. And they had no Falcon mains, and this one guy saw me, and he's a Marth main, he's like, yo, can I play your Falcon? I was like, yeah, sure. I go, why me specifically? He goes, oh, we don't have any Falcon mains up in Newcastle. I was like, alright, cool. He obviously didn't know the matchup. Because like, this is a bit of a hot contention. I think the Marth Falcon matchup favors Marth like ever so slightly, but it's like a dance. It's really whoever gets the momentum like takes the stock. That's why I call it a dance, because it's like, you know, you're going tit for tat, and then someone gets like the hit or the throw, and then that's it. But he's obviously he doesn't know that dynamic, so I just wailed on him. Yo, what's up, James? Ah, good old Marth. Yeah, I was a Falcon main back in my Melee days. But I don't think I'll play Melee seriously ever again, because It's just a lot of effort, and was starting to really hurt my hands at one point. So I was kind of like, well, yeah. PC at the moment, sloppy. Steam. And I was just getting into speedrunning as well, Trip, so I was kind of like, well, yeah. I'll save me hands. It's a bit slow, but whatever. Yeah, I don't mind. Oh, dude, I'm still super rusty sloppy, so don't worry. But I'll definitely let you know, man. Cheers. I'm hoping that when I start getting a little bit more de-rusted in fighting games, I would love to play them on stream with you guys for a bit. Especially when Smash comes out, like, I really want to play through... I really want to play some, like, online game, like, online Smash with you guys. You know, like, stream it and have some fun with it. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, I figured why not, Trippy, you know. It'll be like an excuse to, like, practice and also just play online and, you know, laugh it off when I get fucked up. Yo, Greg with the hose. Thanks, man. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. About playing D3? Nice, nice. Thanks for the good luck, Greggy. How are you, mate? So yeah, I'm thinking I might do that with Smash, Trippy, when it comes out. Do we have a release date for Smash yet or not? Oh, yo, let's go, Greg. Congrats, man. Hell yeah. Not too far from sub 4 now. November. Okay, okay. And the 7th of December. And like, the good thing... Hear me out here. The good thing about me getting back into fighters and just playing more casual stuff, it's taken my head out of the speedrun headspace. Because when my only gaming was just speedrunning for like the last 3.5 years, I get home from work and be like, okay, I gotta do runs tonight, or like I'm gonna do runs and see how it goes. But mixing it up a bit has been really, really good for me as of late. So it's something I definitely want to do more going forward. And it seems like you guys enjoy when I do the casual streams as well, where like I'm just playing something different. You know, like OOT will always be a staple on my channel. I can't see that changing ever. But, you know, I'm definitely going to mix it up a bit from now on. Be it a casual game or maybe even a new speed game. Nice, great. Keep it up, buddy. Third try, truth's been alright, you got this. Yo, what's up, Versi? How you going? Yo, what's up, Lauren? How are you? You play Armika, Sloppy? Oh, jeez, Armika's scary. I still don't have a main for Street Fighter V. I'm probably gonna go with, like, Ryu or Nash. I mained Ryu in, Ultra Street Fighter 4. You know, it was just... What I love about Ryu is just he embodies fundamentals in a fighting game. He's really just your, you know, your run-of-the-mill type of character. Nothing complete OP, but nothing too crap either. Which is why you'll generally see Ryu at, like, mid-tier to, like, high mid-tier for a lot of tier lists for, like, all the games he's in. Thanks, Greg. Appreciate it, man. We've had some really good pace runs as well, Greg. Like, on Monday's stream, I had 3 runs, I only did 3 attempts, like 3 full attempts, where I was like minus 40 at Mirror Shield. My best attempt, I was minus 59 seconds at Mirror Shield. So, it tells me that I can play at that pace. And the second best run we had was, I was minus 40 at Orf, but I died to Double Knuckles. So if I didn't die to Double Knuckles, that would have been it. I shouldn't have risked it against Double Knuckles. I should have just played it safe, and I still would have PB'd and maybe sub 120. But my fault. I was trying to be swag, and I'm like, yep, we're good. Nope, we are definitely not good. So that's taught me to, like, you know, when push comes to shove, just... I'm genuinely good at playing it safe, but I just thought that night, risk it for the bisque. I was at 2.5 hearts at Double Knocks, risked it and got it. Nice. See, sometimes it pays. Other times it's like, oh fuck, well, that happened. Oh, there are some really... And do you know what? Do you know what the biggest salt in the wound is there, Greg? I thought I'm gonna finish this run, and then I missed the light arrow shot, and I'm like, reset. Like when I stunned Ganon after playing tennis with him, I missed the shot, and I'm like, screw it, nope, nope, nope. I hope that is legit all the spaghetti that's gonna happen. But like, no, I am. Then again, it's no, I am. The run could just legit die anywhere. Yeah, I was kind of just like, yeah, done. Yo, what's up, Preston? How you going, mate? What's up, Aaron Sully? How are you? Oh, no, 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 bad. I've always been, like, subconsciously paranoid about targeting that Keese, but I've never targeted him until, like, just then. Most of my attempts on Monday night were like around this pace, like at bombs. Some runs were a bit better, like -30, but they were generally around this. So I guess at least that tells me that I'm playing like consistent. If I can play at like -20 going into bombs, but it's never over until it's over. Yeah, I'm not too bad, Aaron. Can't complain, man. Just doing some runs, happy to be streaming, hanging out with you all. Oh, John, sorry, I don't know if you're still here, man, but are you still oh, I was gonna say, are you still working for that place? But then I remember that you got full-timer there, so I don't know if I say congrats, but congrats. Oh dear. Don't, please. Look the other way, thank you. Hey, we good. Okay. I think you said congrats like 6 months ago. Oh, did I? I don't know why I just thought of it now to like say it. I think it's just me being derp. You know what I'm like. Yeah, what do you think of the speedrunning, Aaron? OOT? I'm still hungry. I had a chicken and avocado wrap for dinner. It was good. Had like lettuce, tomato, avocado, of course. I think pesto, chicken, with some like Lebanese bread. It was good. I really shouldn't carb up at this hour, but yeah. But now I'm hungry again. But I don't want to order food because it's like 10 o'clock, which means food will get here at 10:30. And I'm going to be eating really late, which is not good. Mrs. Mika just said make banana on toast. I'm like, I don't have banana and I don't have bread. I've got literally nothing in my fridge. I haven't done groceries yet this week because I'm a dickhead and forgot to do it. I think I have like one mandarin left, Aggie. So I might have to munch on that. You never have bread. I don't, hey. You thinking of doing OOT? Yeah, any particular category? So my health is a bit weird. I'm normally meant to be at 2, not 2.5. Yo, what's up, Julian? How you going, mate? It's alright, I got a way to fix this. Yo, Edgy, what's up, man? How you doing? I has a way to fix this. I waited a little bit because I wanted to see which way the door was before I unpaused. Yeah, that was like the next best thing I could think of, Karen. Short of getting hit by the moblin or using a bomb. There's a few categories I could recommend for you, Sully. Give me a sec. Yeah, I think so, Karen. Like, you're already taking damage there. You may as well just pull out Ocarina. And just... Especially if it's only half a heart. This is not that precise either, I've learned. Yeah, Trippy. Any percent Kakariko route is a great start. Or no, I am even, like what I'm running here. This is a little bit longer than any percent, of course, but it will definitely teach you a fair bit about the game. But if you want something short, Aaron, have a look at Ocarina of Time any percent tutorial on YouTube. You'll find like a video by a guy called Michael Rader. It's like a 4 or 5-parter tutorial. And the route's fairly old, but I still think it's a great starting point for anyone who wants to get into OOT speedrunning. I have actually, John, what is it? Collapse skip, right? Oh, really? Wow, come on, Mika. Fuck. That was piss poor. I didn't do any warm up, but now I'm thinking about it, I probably should practice this Hess. Well, I think you get Spirit Temple Choose, John. And I think Bono said that gives you like just enough to do Spirit Hover and something. He timed it, but I can't remember what the time difference is by skipping it and not skipping it. It's not significant. I think his PB gets Spirit Temple Choose. His world record PB. Yeah, you do Statue Climb, I'm pretty sure, John. Yo, what's up, Uncle Steve? How you going, man? Hope all is well. I unfortunately won't be able to capitalize on this 20 seconds of time save because of screwing up that Hess a few times. So I gotta be really careful as well. RIP, Spirit BK skip is now a legacy. You'd still do Spirit BK in like Hundo, I imagine, John. But Hundo changes so much, I have no idea what they do now. Yo, what's up, Lime? How you going, buddy? So I may as well practice. What you practicing? More serious, Sam? Oh, that one. That's kind of cool. Shh, MST is the only category that counts. Oh, you know it, John. Oh, you're running 96 exit? Yo, that's hype. Hell yeah. Ah, that sucks, Liam. My day was actually pretty decent. Just work, went for a swim after work. Wasn't feeling it completely because I didn't get enough sleep last night. But apart from that, not too bad. Yeah, Aaron. What you mean by style, you actually mean category. So I would recommend either any %, there's like a beginner route that you could follow, or this category that I'm running here, that there's also a tutorial for it, a beginner route that you can follow. It's up to you. This category is a bit long, like when you're starting out, whereas any % can be anywhere from like 25 to like 40 minutes when you do your first run. Haven't ran Serious Sam since January. Right. That's awesome though, Steve. Didn't realize you got into 16. I almost said 16 star, but 96 exit rather. 96 exit is like the 70 star of SMW, whereas 11 exit is like 16 star. I don't know if that's an apt comparison, but I just made that one. I'm just thinking, do I want to go for this super slide? It will put my bomb count like pretty low. Fuck it, let's go for it. Not worth. I was actually thinking in my mind I'm gonna miss it. And that's another thing as well in speedrunning you gotta keep in mind, guys. If you think to yourself, I'm probably gonna fuck this up, chances are you will. If you just say, yeah, I'll be fine. It might just work. What I'm saying is just have faith in yourself. Alright, wish me luck. Yo, what's up, Sushi? How are you? Oh shit, he came. No pun intended. One sec, guys. Yo, what's up, Slip? That was a bit close. Well, that's the thing, Karen. I generally don't screw up that super slide. It's only as of late that I've been kind of like balking it for whatever reason. Yeah, that's why I wasn't too keen on going for that super slide, because of my bomb count. But we refill here. It just meant I had to use every bomb perfectly there. I hope so, Slip. This was roughly the same pace that we had the other night. Like, all of our runs the other night were like -30 to -50 at Spirit Hover, like after Spirit Hover. So at least that tells me I can play on sub 120 pace. I really wish I didn't go for that knuckle. I should have just played it safe. Shouldn't have been a dickhead and just, you know, go for the sure thing. That didn't look like a good drop. All of those attempts had like 3 bomb drops as well. This looks like it gave me fuck all. 1. Alright, I'll have to spawn the pot a few times, which is not good. Means I'll have to waste a bit of time. That's okay. Unless that bomb drop is nice, I'll go for that one instead. That's true, that's true. At least 2, yeah, Aggie. 14's a bit tight, but I'm gonna have to risk it because spawning that pot 3 times is a little bit too wasteful in terms of time. 14's okay, I can work with this. I always get stuck there. It's annoying. Yo, what's up, Chris? How you going, mate? Sorry, the reason I pause buffered that one is because in the last 2 attempts I did on Monday night, I fucked that up. So I just thought to myself, that statue climb was decent, I'm just gonna play it safe with 1 pause. That 1 pause probably cost me like 3 seconds, but it's fine. Hopefully, Chris. I had 3 runs the other night, Chris, that were like all sub 120 pace. And the fucking Iron Knuckle on the first run. I really wish I didn't risk it. I went try hard, and then I was like, nah, I got wrecked. You're a bit tired, Sushi? Yeah, fair call, man. And then the other couple of runs we had were all like minus 140 at Spirit. So, less RNG. Oh yeah, you're on night shift again for another week. Hey, Trippy. Alright, so I probably will lose a bit of time on this split because of bomb drops. I saw Bono do this. It looks very consistent. Yeah. I stole it from Zelly from his No I Am tutorial. I figured, it looks fairly safe. I mean, I've died to it, but the dying was like my own fault. Like, I didn't shield in time, like crouch in time, or I side hop too late or something. Oh yeah, that's how one of the runs died, like on Monday night. I was minus 40 at Spirit, and then I side hop too late. How did the other run die? Oh, I died to Rover. I was way too perpendicular to the shot, and it just went right through me. And I was like, well, that didn't go as planned. The route's pretty much the same. It's just Bono is just crazy. Like crazy good. Yeah, it's just super optimized. He probably does some like really hard like variations of the strats I'm using, but the route in general is pretty much the same. I think Bono even does statue climb in his world record run. I can't be certain though. I think he does because it's been shown that wait, does he do full wasteland Hess? I mean, yeah, he's very consistent. It's actually quite scary. Him and RTA. Like, if I ever had to face RTA in like a tourney or something, I'd be like, yeah, I'm getting wrecked. His mistakes are like, you know, whatever. Happy little box is the future. Yeah, Bono has world record for MST and No I Am at the moment. He's just been on a tear. Yeah, James. It keeps the other one in place if you hookshot the one that isn't firing. I'm not doing this hookshot strat optimally either, but I just do what's comfortable for now. Yeah, but, you know, to actually execute, like, you know, having time saves is one thing, but being able to execute them, I still think takes, like, it's a whole new ballpark. Oh, wait. Yeah, I have to. Yeah, he's a machine. The Frenchies are really good runners, let's just put it that way. Like, Marco's a monster as well, or whatever category he touches. You can, Sully, it just takes practice. And speedrunning, you can sort of build up to harder strats, so you don't have to start with the crazy stuff, like, straight away. It's the wine. The wine and bread. It's alright. We may have lost 12 seconds there, but we're still sub 120 pace. I just gotta make sure I don't fuck up this split too much. Otherwise, I'm cutting it real close. Like, Armor's like a beast as well. Flow. Tech. I haven't seen Tech in so long. Tech was insane. He had like sub 2 in RDO before like all these crazy like route variations. With like, you know, skipping Zelda's Lullaby and things like that. Do we classify Duke as a Frenchie? Yeah, I thought it was Belgian. I mean, he speaks French. But I didn't think we classified him as a baguette. You speak French as well, Moose? I had no idea. Therefore, I am baguette. Fake baguette. Oh no, it's all good, Aggie. Yo, what's up, Kane? How are you? I didn't know where Duke was from. I remember when I told Lena that, Lena was like, oh my goodness, really? Yeah, because Lena's from, Lena's Belgian as well. Except she speaks like 4 languages. Which is scary because she speaks Mandarin. I mean, she's half Chinese, but it's like, oh, okay. I can communicate in secret. Unless someone else in chat speaks Mandarin, then I'm fucked. I haven't seen her in ages either, Chris. I've messaged her on Discord a little bit. She seems like she's doing well. I think just really busy with school. And just hasn't really been in the the Twitch world for like a while. Maybe you need to speak. Whoop. Oh, that is low, Moose. Oops. That is so low. That's such a dick move. I know Floosh likes to troll, but like he's, you know, in general, he's a pretty friendly guy. I know his trolling can get a little bit like crazy sometimes, but I know in general he's not that much. He's not a nasty guy. I included myself first. Okay. You need ogres like ZFG. Mr. Kinte Floosh himself. It's not bullying if they're younger than you. I'll message Lena again, see how she's doing. I think just real busy. I know she's got like a website that has like all the portfolio, like of all the work she's been doing for like school, and it looks really, really good. Actually, don't know. I think Flush is like 19 or something. Very. I didn't get the fairy, did I? Oh, it's still there? So I've been watching it for quite a while to say this to you. I've had ISG and Kakariko. I was looking to see if there's a way to force off the steps. I went to the fence. I have no idea what you're talking about, Gobble. No, I knew I missed it, James. I was just worried it would disappear. Oh, remember that time someone in my chat claimed their dad accidentally discovered Wrong Warp? And he got like super mad at everyone for calling him out. Then he blamed me afterwards. I'm like, dude, why are you blaming me? I think you're bullshitting too. And he's like, oh, it's either me or everyone else. I'm like, see ya. Oh, so dumb, James. He was getting like so into it, and like 2 of my mods were kind of just like, I call big BS on this. Started like throwing in like some technical details, and he was like, oh, fuck you guys. I'm thinking, shit, don't blame me, man. And like, yeah, there was, and there weren't like crazy like, you know, mem allocation arguments either. It was more like, yeah, if your dad accidentally found Wrong Warp, he would have accidentally had to discover like OI and everything, you know, everything in between. Besides bottle duping. Yeah, I remember someone at school told me that. I'm like, yo, really? So I went into a save file, did it, and then accidentally clicked save and went, oh crap. I was like, needless to say, I have to start this file again. It was like, it was pretty funny looking back, but man, was he getting upset, James. So mad. He tried to message me actually, James, believe it or not, like a couple of months ago. He was like, yo man, I'm changed, I'm not aggro anymore. If it wasn't for that double jump slash I got on both of them, I'd be so far behind here. That was close. That double hit was completely unintentional as well. I normally jump slash one of them, but I didn't think I'd get both. But getting both actually saved me there. Well, that's the thing, James. He tried to message me to say, like, I'm a changed man. Can you, like, you know, unban me in your stream? And I'm kind of just like, I've seen this way too many times, you know, in the nearly 4 years I've been streaming. And I've had people that I've unbanned and then, you know, let them be and then, like, give them, like, another month and they fuck up again. I'm kind of like, do I really want to be burned again? And honestly, the answer is no, I don't want to get burned again. This is going to be rough, Chris. This is gonna be so rough. But let's go. Yo, what's up, Fear? How you going, mate? All we need is the gold dwarf and not get rock trolled. How do people get banned? Well, like, he wasn't doing anything explicitly wrong, Preston. But then, like, he started just going rogue. Like, he tried to ban the other two. I'm like, dude, they're mods as well. He was actually mod in my chat for a while. And then he messaged me privately later. He tried to do the whole, like, it's either me or them. And I'm kind of like, that's a really easy choice. See ya. I'm like, hey, if you're gonna pull that on me, I'll pull that on you, easy. I don't think he was expecting it, but, he tried to message me, and then I just completely ignored it. I ran it by my other mods in Discord, and they were just like, oh, is it this guy? No. As soon as I said, like, you know, who it was, like, I didn't explicitly say who it was, but when I explained the story, they all knew. They're like, oh, this guy. Yeah, nah. One other guy has also tried to do that with me, Sushi. He even made a video, like, apologizing to me. And, like, it was unlisted as well. And, like, he messaged me and I watched it and I'm kind of like, no. Just no. You tried to tell one of my other mods to, like, neck themselves for absolutely no reason. And then when I try to defend him, you call me a bandwagoner. I'm like, fuck off, as if I'm gonna let you back. And you know what? I'm glad I didn't. Because I see him in other chats, and he's just a complete dick, and I'm like, you know what? I'm kind of glad for once. You know, generally, in real life, I tend to let people slide pretty easily. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Fuck it, whatever. But then, like, for once on the interwebs, I'm like, no. But like I've said, it's almost like my... It's almost like my suspicions were, like, confirmed that, like, he honestly did not change. It's not really grudges, I suppose, Trippy. It's just more of, I don't want to associate with them. Like, you know, nothing against the person now. You know, I'll let bygones be bygones, but I don't want to associate with them. Yeah, what's up, Charzan? What's up, Guynton? Yeah, you were there for that, Chris. You were just like, wait, is he being serious? I'm like, yep. It's definitely not something I like to joke about. I actually got pretty mad that stream as well because, like, you know, that other mod did absolutely nothing wrong and he just said, go kill yourself. I'm like, what? And then, like, I'm like, dude, can you stop? And then, like, he whispered me, calling me, like, you know, a bandwagoner, and I'm like, well, see ya. Never having you around here ever again. I remember you warned me, Chris. I had no problems with him. And then you warned me, you were like, yeah, he can be, like, very, very, like, nasty. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then, like, that just confirmed everything. It's like, yeah. That was the exact words he used, Preston, a bandwagoner. And then he followed it up with, but I don't think you have the intelligence to, like, recognize that. I'm like, I don't even think bandwagon is a word, but alright. I mean, I'm not gonna be one to, like, call out other people's intelligence, but whatever. But yeah, like I said, it was a really messy situation for, like, a day. And then I was kind of just like, whatever. I won't unban him, but I will just won't associate with him. I think I've got him, like, /ignored as well, so as long as I'm in a chat where I'm not mod, he tries to say something, I won't see it. It's actually a word, okay. Looks like I got debated this time, Sharzan. Yeah, Lauren, that's pretty much it, hey. The /ignore is, like, the best, like, is it /ignore on, Twitch? I think it's /ignore. It basically just means you won't be able to see this person type in a chat, like, when you're both, like, if you're not a mod in the chat, and they type something, you won't see it. I did it to one person, and, I think he tried to say hello. I didn't realize that I went /ignore. I think I was just testing something. Like, I was trying to show someone how it worked, and I must have done it to him by accident. Because he was like, oh, why is Mika ignoring me? I'm like, and then The streamer was like, yo, Mika, why are you ignoring him? I'm like, what? Like, he hasn't said anything. And then I thought I was just trolling. And then I'm like, wait a sec. And I looked, I was like, oh, whoops. It's good, Chris. It's amazing. When you just don't want to, like, you don't even want to think someone exists, you just like slash ignore. Alright, good luck in class, Beans. But yeah, nonetheless, you can I actually wish I could do that, Slip Boy. There are some days at work I wish I could just slash ignore all. But I work in a pretty collaborative team. It's not really an option. Some days I just want to be left to my own devices. Looks fine. Phew. And he calls you rude. I generally just try to think about something else, Slip. Okay, that was okay. Like, I may be very talkative on stream, but there are moments in IRL where I just don't feel like talking at all, and I'm kind of just like, why would this person go away, monk-ass? Not today, Greg. I'm not risking it today, mate. Do it. No, no, Greg. Not today, man. The breathing. Yo, what's up, True Steven? How are you? Not today, not today. Hashtag pussy. Not today. What I risked last time, Greg, was I normally do double knuckles, but last time I didn't get the second one on the crouch stab. So instead of backing up, I just went for it. Like, you know, tried to like change my direction of the crouch stab. And hopefully catch the other one off guard, and then I just got wrecked. I was like, oh crap. No quick spin reset. Oh, Chris, I remember that one time I did the quick spin and I died. Because I missed it. And they both came charging at me. Yeah, just, like, it's actually not that difficult, Greg, but with a bit of practice, it's like, oh, it's actually not that bad. You weren't even that pissed, I was surprised. Yeah, I mean, because, like, it was my own fault, Slip, you know? I should have known better. But I was kind of just like, nah, let's fucking go for it, hey. I flipped my phone the other way, by the way, so if anyone calls, I won't see it or hear it, because, let's go. I'm aiming for sub 120, Guynton. I hope this is the run, but it's hard to tell. I'm gonna have to play pretty, like, baller in order for this to be the sub 120, I think. I hope so, Guynton. We'll see. Bless RNG. I did do double knuckles, Slip. That was double knuckles what I did there. That's the proper way to do double knuckles. Where you like antagonize them both at the same time. It was a failed double knuckles attempt. I scuffed it. One sec. Oof. Oof. Yikes, that was close. Yo, what's up, Arthur? Yeah, so what happened, Slip, was last run where I died at Knuckles, normally what I do is I go up one step behind them and I crouch stab them both. And normally crouch stabbing them both at that position, you'll antagonize both of them. But my position was off that I only antagonized one of them. And then I tried to risk it by going on the other side, re-antagonizing, and then just going for it, but I got wrecked. That ZFG Gold Ogre is so good. Oh, it's actually called Gold Ogre as well. 6.9 seconds saved. Exactly, Aggie. Banana. Bunker S. Holy shit, how many colors does he have? He's got smug, he's got sad, mad. Oh, wow. Alright, one sec, fellas. That was so bloody close. That was so bloody close, Arthur. Oh my goodness. Yeah, go for your life, Karen. But the reason I didn't climb back up, Arthur, was because at that point I looked at my time save and I said, if this works, it should be okay. If it doesn't work, I have to climb back up and it's over anyways. Like if I climb back up and set it up again, that's probably that 20 seconds gone. So at that point I said to myself, I have to risk it. Oh my gosh. I want a Shrek plushie. I want one of those. So I'm guessing ZFG's emote is that far right one. Oh my goodness. Could you imagine if he used the middle one as the ogre, as like ZFGW? Look at that face. The second one from the right. That's totally a ZFGW emote. Or like, you know, ZFG Scoots. It reminds me of OMG Scoots. We don't ISG in this one, Geinson. We just crouch stab the fuck out of him. Because we can roll under his tail and crouch stab him in this one. Hey, Juki. Let's go, man. As if that second one from the right isn't ZFG Scoots. I hope so, Dollar. As long as I don't screw up the Ganon fight, I think we're good. Oh, Duke, did you see how close the collapse was? There was a rock that appeared above my hand, and as the bomb exploded, the rock came down. It was so bloody close. But I had to risk it at this point, otherwise it wouldn't have gone. It wouldn't have been it. It was so Monka-esque, Duke. If you super slide into the cutscene and hold shield, Slipboy, you keep your Master Sword. Done. Phew! I think this will be a 120. I think this will be a 119.51 or 52. Oh my goodness, that was close. This was actually a really close run. You were, Slip. Greg, thanks, Chris. Whew, thanks for the bits, Greg. Oh my goodness, 119. And we called it Ganon too. Holy shit, let's go. 129, 119.50. Yo, whew. Oh, thanks, Karen. Thanks, Trip. Thanks, Guynton. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Greg. Thanks, Slip. Thanks, Dollar. Thanks, Aggie. Thanks, Charzan. Thank you, Arthur. Thank you, Famizio. Thanks, Angel. Thanks, Huddle. Thanks, Arthur again. Thanks, Lauren. You guys are awesome. Phew! Thank you, Johnny Goodfella. Thanks, Sushi. Thanks, Frisbee. Thanks, Preston. Thanks, Juki. Thanks, Asora. Thanks, Aaron.